Students, today we will start new topic, rolling contact bearing. In these bearings, the contact between the bearing elements is rolling instead of sliding, as in a plain bearings. Since the rolling friction is very less as compared to the sliding friction, such bearings are also known as anti-friction bearing. But this is a misnomer because although at starting the friction in a plain bearing may be more than that in rolling contact bearing, but when the condition of full hydrodynamic lubrication is attained in a plain bearing, the running friction may be quite less as compared to the rolling contact bearing. Advantages of rolling contact bearing are: first, low starting and running friction except at high speeds. Second is the ability to withstand momentary shock loads. Third, accuracy of shaft alignment. Fourth, low cost of maintenance as no lubrication is required while in service. Fifth, small overall dimensions. Sixth, reliability of service. Seventh, easy to mount and erect. And eighth is cleanliness. It has some disadvantages also. First one is more noisy at very high speed. Second, low resistance to shock loading. And third, more initial cost. Fourth, design of bearing housing is complicated. Now we will study types of rolling contact bearing. Following are the two types of rolling contact bearing. The first one is ball bearing and second is roller bearing. In ball bearing, the rolling element is a spherical ball, whereas in roller bearing, the rolling element is a roller which might be cylindrical, conical or concave. Depending upon the load to be carried, the rolling contact bearing can be classified as radial ball bearing and thrust ball bearing. In radial ball bearing, the load is radial in nature, as you can see in this figure, whereas in thrust ball bearing, the load is axial in nature. All bearings consist of four elements: pressed or pushed or pressed on the shaft. You can see inner race. This inner race is also called inner ring. The second is outer race, which is secured in the bearing housing. Outer race is also called the outer ring. The third element is the rolling element, which can be a ball or a roller, which rolls over the race tracks. As you can see, the ball rolls over the race track. The third element is called the retainer or a cage or a separator. It is used for spacing or separating the balls so that they do not touch each other to avoid wear and noise. Now we will study types of radial ball bearing. The first one is single row bearing. As you can see in the figure, this bearing is usually made with deep grooves. This is the most widely used type of ball bearing. Second one is double row bearing. By providing 2 rows of the balls, the load capacity of the bearing is increased. The bearing may also be multi-row bearing. In this bearing you can see double row bearing. The third one is angular contact bearing. These bearing take an axial load in addition to radial load. Fourth one is self-aligning bearing. Such a bearing permits inclination of the inner race or shaft axis with relation to the axis of the outer race with 2 to 3 degree. There are two arrangements, internal and external. In internal arrangement, the inner surface of the outer race is ground as a spherical surface. In external arrangement, the outside diameter of the outer race is ground as a spherical surface which fits into a similar ground housing.